Hi, this is Kate Northrup. I'm the author of Money, a Love Story, and as part of my book's birthday, I'm here with my friend Gabby Bernstein, who is an amazing New York Times bestselling author, a spiritual mentor, an inspiring transformational speaker. She's just like the shit. And she's going to ask me some questions about my book, so here we go.
Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm here with my beautiful, magnificent friend, Kate Northrup.
Hi!
Yay!
Hi!
And it's a big day because Kate's first book is out! Woo!
Ta-da!
And I love this title more than any title on the planet. Money, a Love Story. What a magnificent title. And I just am so honored and thrilled to have you here. And I've been watching on Instagram all of the progressions of this book. And I cry when I look at the pictures because I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
And Kate has been on a mission for many years. She began at a very young age, committed to having financial freedom. And so I want to start there. What was your kickoff? Why financial freedom? Why was that so important to you?
That's a really good question. Financial freedom, to me, it's choice. It's the ability to wake up every day and do whatever you want to do with your time, which allows us to be more of service. Because when we're present and not having all this financial stress mishigas going on, we're able to really show up. And so for me, I've always just had like a really deep knowing that one of my major missions and purposes is to be a really present mom and have kids. And so I knew, since the time I was can even remember 3 years old, that I want to be a mom. And so my parents are both doctors, very successful. And though we had a great income growing up, my parents didn't have a lot of freedom, time-wise. And so it clicked like I want abundance, but I also want abundance of time and choice over that and power over that. So I decided to make that happen starting at the age of 18.
Were there any fears that you had to overcome to achieve that? Because if you were brought up in a very structured home, I'm sure that wasn't the obvious thing to do.
Well, luckily my mom's side of the family is very entrepreneurial, so I had them as guides. But I will tell you, the fear for me has always been about putting myself out there and knowing that what I have to say is enough. So every time I get up to speak, every time I do a video, every time I write a blog post, I'm like, are people going to think this is stupid? Not every time.
That's so crazy.
Actually,
to hear that.
The volume of that has been turned way down.
Definitely.
But at the beginning.
But that's the point, that the volume is being turned down. And throughout the book, you give your reader so many tools, concrete tools, to just turn the volume down on that voice that says, how dare you do that, right?
Right.
Can you give us some examples?
Yeah. So, so often people are like, oh, you have to change the conversation in your head. But every time somebody says that, I say, how? So one of the things really practical, when you have a limiting belief about money, it might be that I can't afford that, or I'm not enough, or, I don't have, one of my ones that is really insidious is I don't have a model of people who have the kind of life that I want, and so therefore I can't have it. Is one that's really insidious. And so what you can do is you can just identify what those are and then give them a reframe, and that becomes a mantra. And so I can't afford that becomes I'm choosing not to buy that right now. It suddenly feels more empowered.
So, I know from my own personal path that reframing of the language has been major. And now this other piece is just like this great investment in yourself. Like if you're investing in your financial freedom, you're also investing in yourself. So let's talk a little bit about that.
So money is just a stand-in for what we value. Money is energy. We made it up as human beings. It doesn't actually exist. And so if we want to have a better relationship with our money, if we want to earn more, save more, be able to invest more, give more, then what we have to do is have a better relationship with our own value, because we receive money in exchange for the value we put out in the world. And the best way to turn up the volume on the value you're providing for the world and then receive in exchange for that is to value yourself.
Absolutely. I've seen, and I'm sure this has been something that you've seen for your own careers, like in those moments when you pass that threshold of what you believe you're worth, all of a sudden people start offering you so much more.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
But it feels scary at first.
It's very weird at first. But then once you accept it, there's really no glass ceiling. And this book is great not just for entrepreneurs, but also for people who have a day job.
Oh,
Can you
absolutely.
talk about that?
Well, the exercises in the book are applicable to your relationship with money, and everybody has a relationship with money.
Yes.
So it's actually not a book about being an entrepreneur, though it would certainly help you if you were. But there's stuff in there about increasing your rates, about asking for a raise, about getting out of debt, about negotiating, some steps for that. The getting out of debt chapter is actually my favorite.
That's a major one right now.
And that was really the biggest part of my story, was getting into and out of $20,000 worth of debt using the exercises in the book.
Great. Okay, good. Awesome. Amazing.
Yeah.
So necessary. So, okay, so if we're going to leave people with an opportunity to just ask a question to you, so that maybe you can come back on the blog and just sort of say, hey guys, I'm here. What would the question that you think comes up the most in your lectures and your workshops that you want to just present to everybody that they can ask for you right now?
Well, one of the biggest things is, okay, I am, in debt. I have all these things going on, like I'm a single mom, or, I have all these financial responsibilities. Where do I put my money first? Like, there's like little baby birds.
Yeah.
Give me worms.
Yeah.
And so what's really important is to align your spending with your values, because money is a stand-in for what we value. And so when you spend on what you value and not on what your mom thinks you should have, not on what you think the world thinks you should have, not on the things that you think make you look a certain way, then you can really start cooking with gas in your financial life.
Okay.
So you have to identify
my
what you
green
value.
juice.
Yeah.
It's funny, my CPA said, so this juice bar, what's this juice bar? I was like, when your bookkeeper and your accountant are saying, what is the juice bar? You're kind of in trouble.
No,
but then at the same time, it's my values. It's like, okay, well, I don't drink alcohol, all that money that I spend there, and I'm spending all this money on my health.
Because it's what you value.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my biggest line items year after year is gifts.
Yeah.
And I used to try to limit the gift item category because I was like, that's wrong. And then I realized I like buying gifts.
Yes,
it's one of my values.
And it feels good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Good. So, okay, I want everybody to leave Kate questions. We're going to have Kate come back on the blog. Yeah. She'll answer your questions till tomorrow morning. So let's keep it going. Just post whatever you want. Questions about your financial freedom, questions about the book, questions about her story. Just put it out there. And I think the biggest message that I've experienced through your work, through this book, is that when we shift our energy around our finances, then our finances begin to grow.
Every time.
Yeah. It's magnificent. Everybody go buy this book.
Yes.
Go buy this book. And say it louder. Yes.
Yes. And you can find out everything about the book and goodies at moneyalovestory.com.
What's the hashtag?
Money Love.
Money Love. Okay, let's start trending with Kate today. Let's Money Love it up and send that link up from Amazon or wherever you're buying your book all over the place. Thank you guys so much. We love you.
Thank you.
Bye.
So I'm so grateful for Gabby for sharing the love, sharing the money love. And if you want to find out more about Money, A Love Story and get your copy of the book, go to moneyalovestory.com. And when you buy the book, you'll get access to a 2-hour live online event that I'm teaching called A Course in Having Enough. And I have guest experts Marianne Williamson, Amanda Steinberg, founder and CEO of dailyworth.com, and Barbara Stanny coming with me on that. So buy the book, get the course, and we will see you at moneyalovestory.com.